In the complex world of interpersonal relationships, men often find themselves in a bewildering scenario: the ex-girlfriend who suggests, "Let's stay friends." At first glance, this proposal seems harmless, a gesture of maturity after the end of a relationship. However, hidden beneath this surface of civility lies a minefield of emotional traps and intentions that are not always clear. Many men, driven by the comfort of familiarity or the fear of loneliness, accept these terms without questioning the consequences. This presents the first major test for the modern man who seeks to assert himself as a superior alpha. The idea of friendship with an ex often masks an unbalanced power dynamic, where the man finds himself playing by her rules, remaining emotionally available while she is free to explore new options. This scenario is the perfect ground to discuss the need for unwavering confidence and sharp seduction skills. It's a practical example of how many women, not all, but a significant number, operate with self-serving behavior, keeping ex-partners as emotional backups or as logistical support while they pursue other adventures. Masculine supremacy here does not refer to domination, but to mastery over oneself and the circumstances of one's own life. It's about not being manipulated by emotional games and understanding the true intentions behind seemingly innocent gestures. Throughout this discussion, we will reveal practical strategies for you, man, to emerge from this situation not only unscathed but in control, redirecting your love life with confidence and assertiveness. The idea that men and women can maintain a purely platonic friendship is a widely accepted concept in modern culture. However, as we delve deeper into the dynamics of human relationships, we often discover that these relationships can be far more complicated than they appear at first glance. This segment seeks to explore the hidden truths behind friendships between men and women, highlighting how unexpressed attractions and emotional investments can alter the nature of these connections. In many friendships between opposite sexes, it is common for one or both individuals to harbor feelings that go beyond the platonic. These attractions, when unreciprocated or unexpressed, can create fertile ground for frustrations and misunderstandings. The problem arises when these feelings are suppressed or ignored, leading to mismatched expectations and, eventually, tensions that can deteriorate the friendship. Another crucial aspect of these friendships is the imbalance in emotional investments. Often, one of the friends becomes more emotionally involved, offering support and attention that can be interpreted as signs of romantic interest. This discrepancy can lead one party to feel used or deceived, especially if the gestures are misinterpreted as romantic interest. Within the context of masculine supremacy, these platonic friendships can pose a significant challenge. For the man striving to maintain his dominant position and emotional control, dealing with the complexity of these dynamics can be particularly challenging. The tension between maintaining a genuine friendship and avoiding emotional pitfalls requires constant vigilance and a deep understanding of one's own emotions and the emotions of others. It is crucial, therefore, that men reassess their friendships with women under a critical and realistic light. Questions like, "What are my true intentions with this friendship?" and "Am I being completely honest about my feelings?" can help clarify the nature of the relationships and prevent future complications. Admitting that the friendship may be more complicated than a simple exchange of companionship is an important step in maintaining integrity and control in all personal relationships. The difficulty of establishing a genuine friendship with an ex-girlfriend can be deeply rooted in male psychology. For many men, the end of a romantic relationship does not eliminate the emotional attachment that was built. This attachment, often mistaken for lingering feelings of love or affection, can become an emotional trap when transformed into a friendship. The main question that arises is, why do many men struggle to remain just friends? The answer can be found in the dynamics of how men process their emotions and attachments. Unlike many women, who can often compartmentalize past feelings and form new platonic connections more easily, men tend to have a less clear line between romantic and platonic feelings. This makes them vulnerable to emotional confusions, where closeness with an ex can reignite old feelings, even if there is no intention to rekindle the relationship. Furthermore, friendship with an ex often puts the man in a position of emotional disadvantage. If she decides to move on, starting new relationships, that a friend man is often left to deal with a mix of jealousy, resentment, and unresolved pain. These emotions, when not properly managed, can harm not only the man's emotional health but also his ability to form new healthy relationships. The concept of male supremacy comes in here as a principle of self-mastery and emotional management. By understanding and accepting that post-romance friendship is often laden with emotional imbalances, you can choose to distance yourself from these situations, focusing on building relationships that reinforce your confidence and well-being. This is not about diminishing the importance of someone who was significant in your life, but about understanding that true supremacy is having control over your emotions and choices. The so-called friend zone is often seen as a relational purgatory, where men longing for romance find themselves relegated to the role of platonic friends. This phenomenon is not just a cliché from romantic comedies, it is a painful reality for many men who find themselves unable to transcend an unwritten mark, getting stuck in a friendship dynamic with someone for whom they have romantic feelings. The friend zone often originates from a failed attempt to connect romantically. This can occur for a variety of reasons: lack of clarity in intentions, fear of rejection that prevents a more direct approach, or even self-devaluation that leads a man to accept less than he truly desires. Many men enter this territory hoping that the friendship will evolve into something more, a strategy that rarely materializes as expected. There is a dangerous misconception that once in the friend zone, always in the friend zone. This fatalism not only perpetuates a cycle of hope and disillusionment but also prevents the man from taking concrete actions to change his situation. Escaping the friend zone is not about manipulating or changing someone else's feelings but rather about reevaluating and possibly redefining your own actions and expectations. This may mean a necessary distancing or a frank conversation about your feelings and desires. Being in the friend zone can be devastating to a man's self-esteem. He may feel undesirable, inadequate, or incapable of being loved in the way he desires. Moreover, this position often places the man in an unequal relationship dynamic, where he gives more than he receives, sacrificing his own emotional needs in the hope of gaining romantic affection. True masculine supremacy, within the red pill context, involves recognizing and accepting these realities, without letting them define you. It is crucial that men learn to identify when they are entering this zone and adopt strategies to keep their dignity and self-esteem intact. By doing this, they can avoid the emotional wear and tear that accompanies these one-sided friendships and instead focus on developing relationships that are mutually enriching and satisfying. A crucial skill for any man wishing to ascend to the position of an alpha male is the ability to communicate his feelings and boundaries clearly and assertively. In the intricate dance of human relations, effective communication is key to avoiding misunderstandings and managing relationships healthily, especially when it comes to interactions with women, where intentions can easily be misinterpreted or overlooked. The first step in effective communication is transparency. Men who openly communicate their intentions, whether they are seeking a romantic relationship, a casual connection, or simply a friendship, place themselves in a position of strength. This approach not only reduces ambiguity but also sets a precedent of honesty and mutual respect. If you wish to avoid the friend zone, it is essential that you be upfront about your feelings from the start. Assertiveness is about expressing your needs and desires without being aggressive. This includes knowing how to say no when necessary and expressing dissatisfaction without hostility. Assertiveness also extends to maintaining your boundaries firmly, a skill that many men lose while trying to please or seek female approval. The ability to maintain one's own boundaries communicates self-respect, an irresistible quality that attracts respect from others. A frequently overlooked part of communication is the ability to listen. Active listening does not just mean waiting for your turn to speak, it means truly understanding what is being said. This is vital when it comes to interactions with women, as it allows you to better understand their perspectives and, in turn, respond in a more informed and sensitive manner. Active listening can prevent misunderstandings and build a foundation of trust and mutual respect. When it comes to expressing discontent or discussing delicate issues, it is crucial to adopt an approach that encourages dialogue rather than provoking defensiveness. This can be achieved through the practice of positive feedback, which involves highlighting what was appreciated before discussing what could be improved. This method not only softens the blow of criticism but also reinforces positive behavior, facilitating more productive conversations. Overcoming the end of a relationship is undoubtedly one of the most challenging moments in a man's life, but it can also be one of the most conducive to personal growth. Viewing the end of a relationship not just as a loss, but as an opportunity to redefine and strengthen oneself, is a key component of the mindset of a superior alpha male. This segment explores how to break free from the emotional chains of a breakup and redirect that energy towards personal development. The first step in healing after a breakup is to accept that the relationship is over. This acceptance is crucial for closing the emotional cycle and avoiding the common mistake of remaining in harmful friendships in an attempt to maintain some kind of connection. Allow yourself to feel the sadness, but also ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Self-reflection is a powerful tool that allows you to analyze both your successes and your mistakes, identifying areas for personal growth and a better understanding of your needs and desires in future relationships. After a breakup, it's common for a man's self-esteem to be shaken. Consciously working to rebuild your self-confidence is essential. Engaging in activities that reaffirm your value, such as hobbies, physical exercise, or personal projects, can help restore your self-image and reinforce emotional independence. Masculine supremacy here translates into self-mastery and resilience, showing that you are not defined by your relationships, but by your ability to remain strong and intact in the face of challenges. Isolating yourself after a breakup is a common trap. However, expanding your social horizons can be tremendously beneficial. Connecting with friends, family, or interest groups can offer new perspectives and emotional support. Moreover, these social interactions can reignite the joy of living and provide opportunities for new experiences and connections, reinforcing the idea that life continues to be rich and full even after a painful breakup. The end of a relationship opens the door to new beginnings. Setting new personal and professional goals not only occupies your mind and time productively but also establishes a path of continuous growth. Whether pursuing career advancements, improving physical health, or even exploring new passions, setting and achieving new goals is a tangible way to materialize your personal evolution. Throughout this journey of self-awareness and the development of seduction and leadership skills, it is crucial for men to recognize the importance of prioritizing their emotional health and relationship goals. True masculine supremacy is not achieved through domination, but through personal control and the establishment of meaningful connections that are enriching for both themselves and their partners. The foundation of any lasting and healthy relationship is clear and honest communication. I encourage every man to express himself openly and directly, without fear of showing vulnerability. This includes being clear about your intentions, desires, and boundaries. Relationships built on the cornerstone of honesty tend to be stronger and more satisfying. Mutual respect is indispensable. Treating others with dignity and consideration is a reflection of your own character and self-respect. In any interaction, remember that respecting the space, choices, and individuality of others strengthens your own position as a leader and as a man of value. No person is an island, and we all need emotional support. In a world where men are often encouraged to hide their feelings, being able to offer and receive emotional support is a strength. Building relationships where both you and your partner can share concerns and triumphs not only strengthens bonds but also promotes robust emotional health. Finally, the journey to becoming a superior alpha male is ongoing and filled with learning. I challenge you to take proactive steps to implement the strategies discussed. Evaluate your current relationships, adjust your communication methods, and continue to seek personal growth. Do not settle for mediocrity. Aspire to excellence in all areas of your life. Engage in communities that reinforce your values, seek new experiences that challenge your perspective, and always prioritize your emotional health and well-being. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue transforming your approach to confidence and seduction, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, You won't miss any of our videos and will continue on the path to becoming a man of value, mastering the arts of masculine supremacy and seduction. Join our community that challenges norms, questions intentions, and empowers itself every day. Subscribe now and take control of your love life and personal journey.